Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. Link's playing around with his sword here. We are in Zora's Fountain. We've just finished up exploring around inside of that beast over there. So now we are going to go collect some more stuff before pretty much getting ready to finish off this section of the game. We've collected all 3 of the spiritual stones, which was our goal for the time being. And as you can see, they are all down here. I mean, of course, there's a lot more stuff we're going to have to collect, but here's the 3 we got. So that's pretty much all we were going to do for now. As you can see, Gerudo has made our way back here. Did my most precious possession help you in your quest? Hehe. Well, not yet, but I'm sure it will sometime soon. Let's go up here and see if King Zora's got anything to say to us now. What do you think about me marrying your daughter, man? Oh, Link, so you saved the princess, eh? I really appreciate it. Oh, well, that's good. No money, no rewards, no nothing. Aw, man, you suck. You're a horrible king. Okay, so, yeah, as I've said before, we are going to be picking up a lot of side stuff, mostly gold sculptulas. By the end of all this, we should have... Wow, holy crap, I landed on the rock. That was awesome. By the end of this, we should have 49, I believe. So... right now we have, what, 34? So yeah, we're definitely going to be picking up quite a few. Our first stop is going to be Lake Hylia. The boomerang is going to be used in getting pretty much all of these, of course, since we just got it. So the first one we're going to get is over here by the observatory. You may remember we've been here before. I'm going to have to make it night again, because we planted the magic bean and got a sculptula here. But it turns out there's another one that we can get on this building. So if we come around the back, we may be able to see it before morning. Yep, as you can see, it's right up there. Won't be able to kill it in time, but oh well, that's fine. So let's go ahead and make it night again. That's a nice view there, wouldn't you say? Alright, and let's get ready. Go! Oh, nice, I aimed right at it. That's awesome. Alright, so that takes care of that one. Let's go ahead and get its token. And there we go. That's pretty much all we're doing here around Lake Hylia. It's a lot shorter than the first time we stopped in here, but we were just getting one thing. So now we're going to exit out Hyrule Field to the north. There are a couple more things we can get around the Gerudo Valley area, so that's where we're going to be heading next. You probably won't get to hear the awesome music because it has to be nighttime, you know, since we're getting sculptulas. So there won't be any music, but oh well, I guess that's just how it goes. Alright, so let's make our way back over there. Kind of a long trip, but it could be worse, so let's not complain about it too much, I suppose. And of course, back walking always makes it faster. I hope you don't mind that I walk backwards a whole lot. It's just, I mean, it makes things so much quicker. You move like almost twice as fast, you know? So, I mean, it's kind of hard to argue instead of just, would you rather watch me sit here and do this for like twice as long, you know? Well, I don't know, whatever, but either way, that's just how I like to do things. Actually, I think if you put on the bunny hood, those little Stalfos guys won't bother. Stalchild, I think they're called. They won't bother you at all, so that could be kind of a useful feature of it. We are getting ready to offload this thing soon. There's one more upgrade I want to pick up before we do actually sell it to the person we're going to sell it to, but it will be in this section, so it will be coming up relatively soon. What we're checking out here is this little circle of rocks. If you were holding my controller, you would realize it's vibrating right now. So we need to... Oh, nope, not that way. Need to get a bomb and place it there. I don't know why I put it over the boomerang. I know I'm going to need it, but whatever. And get our bombs back. That's awesome. And drop on down the hole. Okay, so in here we've got some webs we need to be taken care of. We don't have any fire around, so we're going to kind of have to make our own. Thankfully, we picked up Den's fire, so we can use that. I should have went ahead and equipped the boomerang, but oh well, whatever. So we use that, and it burns away all the webbing, which is awesome. This one's got a gossip stone, which does some funny things when it gets hit by Den's fire, as you can see. Kind of stretches out there, that's kind of interesting. There's just a big sculpture over here, there's no real need to worry about it. And over here is a cow with some pots, but more importantly, if we look up, we can see the sculpture is up there on that little web. So let's get the boomerang back out, and while we're at it, I guess the slingshot too, sort of make things quicker. Also appear to be some bugs around there if you need some more, so... we will be having to use those again, because there's going to be some more patches, I think. It might just be like 1 or 2, but we will... I'm pretty sure we do use them again here. Alright, so we got what we came for. Let's go ahead and get back out. Whoa, that was pretty high. Okay, so we're going back into Gerudo Valley, like I said. You'll get to hear the music for a little bit, I guess, because it is daytime, so, well, there you go. But, as soon as I get to where the Skulltula is, it's going to be night. Nope, nope, don't run into the wall. Alright, so we're back. Let's see. We need to go halfway up this little wooden bridge here, and you can see there's kind of a fountain coming out there. We need to make it night, and the Skulltula is going to appear right there, actually, so that's pretty cool. You know, it's a really good thing we have the Sun Song. If we didn't, just think of how much more annoying this would be. No, not the boomerang yet. There we go. There it is. Alright, there we go. So now, we're going to kind of have to make a semi-long trip back. Because we need to go to the Kakariko Village area. You could either just walk along Hyrule Field, because Kakariko Village is that one that's kind of at the, I don't know, what would that be, like the 2 o'clock position on the map. So yeah, you could do that. You could also go back to Lake Hylia, go back through Zora's domain, and come out, you know, right next to it. I think that would probably be a little bit longer. I don't know. It just seems like more of a straight shot, you know, just going through Hyrule Field. So while it may be sort of longer distance-wise, it really doesn't. It seems like it wouldn't take as long, so I think that's the route I'm going to take. You know, I guess now that I think about it, I probably could have cut this trip out. But there's a few interesting things to point out along the way, like here. You can see it's daytime, but the Hyrule Castletown gate's closed, and the sky is kind of gray. If you go near there, there's going to be some new story elements popping up, because, you know, our next objective, now that we have the 3 stones, is to go back to the castle anyway. So, of course, some more stuff's going to happen if we go over there, but we're going to avoid it for the time being and not really go there until we have to. First, we want to check out this tree over here. I don't think there's a Skulltula in it. No, I didn't think so. There are DQ nuts, though, which might be nice. But we can actually bomb this place out over here if we set it down. It's a little far away from the tree, but it's close enough. Alright, and then we can drop on down. Now there is a Skulltula up there, as well as a big Skulltula that's going to fall down, so let's just go ahead and take care of this so he's not in the way. And then kill this one up here. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so we got that. Now we're going to head into Kakariko Village. There is a Skulltula in the graveyard area, as well as another place that we can plant one of our magic beans. We're also going to be planting pretty much all the rest of those. By the time we get done, we should have just like 2 left, I think. And those 2 we won't be able to plant for quite a while. So, but we'll plant pretty much all that we can. Okay, so we're back in Kakariko Village. Let's go ahead and make our way up to the graveyard, like I said. Yep, so this part of the game, it can kind of take a little while if you're, you know, trying to collect everything, because there's a lot of walking around. The world is actually quite big, you know, compared to how fast you can walk, I guess. So, it's kind of like, oh, well, I need to make it nighttime, don't I? So yeah, it's kind of like it can take a little while to get back to all these places. There will be a way to sort of remedy that a lot later on, but for now, we pretty much just have to hoof it everywhere. There are a few warps around the world every now and then that could make things a little bit quicker, but, you know, unfortunately, not many to the places we're going to, so. Alright, so we've got a patch over here that we have sort of investigated before. We already got a Skulltula out of it, so we're pretty much just here to plant that. You can also see that Skulltula up on the wall. You probably noticed it whenever we were doing the grave digging tour. It would keep kind of scratching around up there, so let's go ahead and get that thing now. Okay, so now that we are done here in the graveyard, we're actually going to be checking out a new section of Kakariko Village, actually. Seems kind of crazy, but it is a building that we haven't been in yet, and it's kind of neat. So we'll be returning there a few times throughout the game, but for now, this is the first time we've seen it, so let's head on over there. We're going to take a right, head up these stairs, and there is a windmill here. and this is the place where we're going. But when you walk in, it's labeled as question mark. I mean, it's a windmill. It's not that big of a mystery. I don't know what the deal is, but as you can see, there's a heart piece up over there. There's kind of this spinning thing here, which is kind of interesting. There's also a organ grinder here, I suppose. Go around and around and around. What fun! I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around. Go around and around. I'm trying to come up with a musical theme inspired by this windmill, going around and around and around. I think the Beach Boys already beat you to it, but, well, we'll leave you to that, I suppose. So now we've got this heart piece that we can actually get now. There's a way to get it later that's pretty much like right on our path, but if you aim the boomerang just right, it is possible to go ahead and grab this thing. That was a little too low. I might just be in a bad position. Let's try backing up a little bit, sort of get a better view of it. Oh, no, it doesn't go far enough. Alright, I know you can do this. You just have to stand in just the right spot. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm too far away then. Hey! Alright, there we go. So you grab it with the boomerang, and there we go. Get another piece of heart. Let's see, and this should be our second of the 4, and I believe this marks exactly the halfway point of our pieces of heart. We've collected 18 out of 36, so that would be exactly the halfway point, and that's pretty neat. Okay, so now we're actually going to head back to Dodongo's Cavern, since we're kind of in this area. You remember I mentioned at some point there was another Skulltula we can pick up that I didn't exactly have the equipment for at the time. Well, now I do, so we're going to go pick it up. So yeah, that's where we're going to head on back now. As we walk by, we can see the gate guard still has his little Keaton mask on. He's supposed to be going back and taking that back to his kid at some point, isn't he? I think he just wanted it for himself. I'm pretty sure that was just a cover story, but either way. Okay, so let's head on back up Death Mountain Trail. We can pretty much just ignore the Tektites. We've also got a patch of earth outside of the dungeon entrance, so we're going to plant another beam there. Oh. We've already gotten the Skulltula out of this one too, so no need to bother. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop the video right here, because it seems like a pretty good place to do so, since we're just getting ready to enter a dungeon, after all. So next time we're going to head back into Dodongo's Cavern, get another Skulltula there, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. It's a lot of collecting. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.